Oh, it's you. Welcome back, my dear. Please come in. Just a moment. 3 drops of one's blood. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Sorry about that. Some of these elixirs can get a little testy if the ingredients aren't added at just the right time. But you don't want to hear about that. Anyway, welcome. It's so good to see you. It's been so long. Good Lord, you are soaking wet. Did you get caught in that storm all the way here? And you still came? I suppose it takes more than a little bit of rain to stop a knight as brave as yourself. Still, imagining you riding along those dark, narrow paths in the pouring rain, making your way across that slippery bridge with the steep ravine below. Oh, the thought makes me shudder. So many things could have gone wrong. It's good I didn't know you were coming, or I would have been so sick with worry. Oh no, it's no trouble at all. I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. I promise you're never intruding. Right. I suppose that's what friends are for. Why don't you come and warm up by the fire? Let me get you a blanket and, maybe would you like a cup of hot tea? Very well. If you change your mind, let me know. There we go. Like I said, it's no trouble. I'd hate to see you catch a chill. After all, we can't have the captain of the Crown's personal guard falling ill now, can we? Pardon me while I continue to try and deal with the rest of these so that they don't burn down the establishment or boil over too much. I can still hear you, don't worry. Oh dear, that's... okay. A little bit less heat. Just a dash more of this here. Oh, is that the wrong one? I think we're okay. Oh, goodness me, where's the instructions gone? Sorry about this. What's the... Okay, we're all good. Hopefully, that'll be a little quieter now and I can just leave that on the boil. Yes, I got your letter. Old Flappy may not be the youngest pigeon in the roost, but thankfully his sense of direction is as sharp as ever. I kept it right here in my cloak. Sorry I never sent a reply. I tried to write one, but every time I sat down, I just... The words just kept getting all jumbled up. I'd end up with a page just full of cross-outs. And then I'd get distracted thinking about you and how you'd tell me not to overthink it, and I'd say, it's too late for that. And then you laugh and sit down beside me and help me through it step by step, just like you used to back at the academy. And remember all those late nights we spent in the library, hunched over our desks? Quills scratching feverishly while our candles burned low. If it weren't for you, I'd have never made it through all those essays. But you made it all make sense somehow. Well, in any case, congratulations. I can't think of anyone more deserving of the honour. Even if His Majesty does not deserve to have someone as wonderful as you in his, No, never mind, actually. How are you liking it there? I hope they see your incredible talents for what they are. If not, well, I don't know what I'd do. Oh, no. I understand. I can only imagine how many responsibilities you must have now. Of course, I can't expect you to be able to write or visit as often as you used to. I'm just glad to know you're safe. The first time that almost a week passed between your letters, I was worried someone might have discovered us. Discovered that you were writing to me. I couldn't live with myself if anything happened to you. Oh, that's a relief. I can't tell you how much it means to me that you still write to me. Even after everything that happened. Even though you already risked your neck speaking up for me back at the sentencing. To know that you still care. It means more than I can say. The others would have happily seen me imprisoned for my so-called black magic. Imprisoned or worse. You were the only one who came to my defense. I can still see you in my mind's eye. The way you stepped forward, head held high. Your voice cutting across the rest of the council. Honestly, I don't think the king would have listened to anyone else but you. The way he looked at you, as if you were... Oh, nothing. I just meant someone with your confidence, your eloquence, your poise. It's no wonder he noticed. I'll always be grateful for how you saved me. And, truth be told, exile hasn't been terrible. In fact, I find I prefer my quiet life here in the forest to the demands of knighthood. Just me and my herbs and vials, the crackling of the fire, the gentle bubbling of cauldrons, the sometimes a lot less gentle bubbling of cauldrons. It suits me much better than the court. If only you, If only we could see each other more often, it would be perfect. Anyway, what can I get for you today, dear? Another healing draft? Or perhaps a potion to boost your strength? Maybe I could make something to increase your stamina? I'd hate to think of you wearing yourself out, what with all your responsibilities. What? No, of course. You can talk to me about anything. No matter what it is. If it's important to you, it's important to me. Ah, yes. I had heard about the plague at the castle. What a terrible business that is. Fevers, rashes, cold sweats. Are you all right, my dear? You're not feeling sick, are you? Oh, thank the gods. Still, I don't blame you. I imagine everyone at the castle must be walking around wondering who might be next. Don't worry though. If you'd like, I could make you a protective draft. It's a potion to shield one from all possible ills and sicknesses. Now, admittedly, it's not easy to make, but if it means that you'll be safe, there's nothing I wouldn't do. Huh? Oh. But if it's not for you, then who would it be for? I don't get it. Who could possibly need it more than you? Oh. Oh. You mean... No, I'm fine, really. No, of course not, dear. Why would I be angry with you? You're just doing your duty. It's your job to protect the king. Even if it means consulting an enemy. Not your enemy, perhaps. But I doubt His Majesty would say the same. I'm a practitioner of black magic, after all. I have the brand to prove it. The brand he gave me. Imagine, the king benefiting from the very thing for which he exiled one of his closest friends. No, wait, please, I'm sorry. Forgive me, it was just a bit of a surprising request. I can do it. Let me see. Yeah. Ashes of sage, mugwort, wormwood in equal measures. Of course I'd still make it for you. Yeah, of course. Whatever he did to me, it was years ago now. Water under the bridge. And even if I did still bear a grudge, if it meant it would make you happy, I'd do it in a heartbeat. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, my dear. Now, shall we begin? That's right, we. Would you mind giving me a hand? Why are you so nervous, my dear? Oh, really? You're not nervous. And yet, you're rubbing at the hem of your tunic again. You'd do the same thing with your uniform back at the academy. Whenever you were nervous about getting a question right, or whenever we'd sneak to the kitchens for a midnight snack and get caught by the prefect on duty. Somehow, you always managed to talk us out of trouble, but still, I could always see your fingers twisting at the edge of your sleeve. You think I could ever forget those times? In any case, you needn't worry about the potion making process. I won't ask you to do anything too complicated. Or is it something more than that? Are you scared to betray your king by assisting me with the magic he forbade? I thought so. Still, isn't this all for his benefit? Sometimes you have to do what may be considered wrong in order to ultimately do what's right. And you know far more than most that my craft is not the demonic art that many perceive it to be. Really now? Are the transformations I make so alarming? We see transformation in nature all the time. Combine yeast with flour and water and a little bit of warmth, and dough will rise. Heat a pot of water over fire, it turns to steam. At its core, alchemy is simply harnessing the innate properties of things in order to transform them into something new, something more. Is it truly against nature to tap into the magic within? Magic that has been there all along, just waiting for someone to help realize its full potential? Trust me, dear. He won't find out. I promise. Let's start small. Take this little powder here. Just add it in, would you? Yes, just like that. Very good. See, it wasn't so bad, was it? Now, take this vial and put just a single drop. Go on. Perfect. Oh, isn't the smell just heavenly? Take a deep breath of it. It's perfectly safe. Yes, feel it fill your lungs, settling there like a cloud. That soft, sweet scent. I'd be happy to breathe it forever. Oh, are you all right, dear? Ah, right. After such a long journey, it's no wonder you're exhausted. Don't worry, just leave the rest to me. It won't take much longer, I promise. A dram of this, a few drops of that. Ah, there. Would you look at that sheen? Such a beautiful silver. Now, the final step. Would you care to sample it, dear? Of course. After all, appearances can be deceiving. If His Majesty is going to be drinking it, we need to be sure that it's made correctly. We'd hate for him to come to any harm now, wouldn't we? Go on. Take a sip. It's perfectly safe. Good. Well, you'll probably start to feel a little lightheaded. That's normal. There we go. Not to worry. That's just the protective effects settling in. You might feel your mind clouding over a little. Your thoughts slipping away. The room starting to spin as your body relaxes, your limbs turning to lead. No, don't fight it, dear. It's okay. I know, my dear, I know. I know that it's scary, but you'll be all right. It's only a simple sleeping draft. It won't have any long-term effects. I would never put you in harm's way like that. Just as I promised, as long as you're with me, nothing will harm you. It's all right. Here, let's get you over to the bed before you collapse. Lean on me. Oh. On second thought, maybe I'll just carry you. There we go. Doesn't it feel good to rest after such a long day? Just let yourself sink into the sheets. Let those heavy eyes close and allow yourself to drift off. I know. I'm sorry, dear. I couldn't think of any other way. That bastard was already driving us apart. If I let you go back to him, eventually he'd find a way to turn you against me. It's like he's already ensnared your heart, and I won't let him poison your mind. I'd sooner fall on my sword than lose you. But everything will be alright, I promise. Just relax, dear. Let the sleeping draught do its job. Yes, that's it. Sleep, my dear. I'll be here the whole time. Sweet dreams.